Starting adult life is amazing. We all reflect on our own with fondness because at that point in our lives, anything is possible. In Chatsworth, it was no different. I just finished high school, and with unwavering confidence, I'd opted to start my adult story by gaining work experience. The decision was easy, mostly because I just barely graduated high school. I'd secured my first full-time job, but I hadn't saved up enough money to buy my first car yet. So I joined a lift club. Every morning at 7 a.m., Monday to Friday, there I was, waiting for my ride out in front of my house. And every morning I'd see the same people, the same faces going about their days. Some starting and some ending their days. People love routine. Delivery vehicles and kids on their way to school and people following their journeys. One of these faces was a childhood friend. He was a few years older, but the Twos is a small place, and we'd grown up around each other from a fairly young age. I remember in particular how much he loved his toy cars, as much as me. He'd sometimes take them apart painstakingly and put them back together again, creating new Frankenstein versions that he was so proud of. It was like magic to a young me. He was older than me, but I'd always liked him and respected him. He was a goodo. Over the last few teenage years, we'd spun in different circles and lost a little of our connection, until our paths crossed again right in front of my house at 7 a.m. every morning. Almost daily, we'd have a chat while he walked by to catch the bus. Both of us were full of optimism, ready to take on the world. We'd chat about each other's families and sports and always our projects for what we were planning when we'd eventually saved enough. Good times. One morning, on his way to the bus, he had to turn back because he'd forgotten his handkerchief. It wasn't much of a delay, but it was enough for us to miss each other that day. Along his route, when he was just a few meters from my front gate, he was shot at point-blank range and killed. His killer was easily identified and arrested. The same reason a lot of deaths happen at that age amongst young people. Another young man in love with the same young woman. I don't know if I could have done anything if I'd been there that morning. And for obvious reasons, it was a profound moment in my life, even though I wish I didn't remember the story as vividly or as often as I do. But that's the thing about life. Our difficult experiences shape us and our perspectives just as much as the good ones. And if we ever expect to find balance within ourselves, we have to acknowledge those experiences too.